there are certain moments in time that one never forgets. For me, one such moment took place on an evening in 1992 when I, along with Larry King, was honored by the Zionist Organization of America. It was quite an event. And if I must say so myself, I gave quite a speech. And after that speech, Larry King got up to speak, and here's what happened.
Boy, if I die, I want Wahlberg to do the funeral. I don't know about you, but with him, I'm going up dead.
Now, as you all know, this past week, Larry King passed away. And I wasn't asked to do the funeral. Perhaps they felt that my fee was too expensive. But the fact of the matter is, the fact that he had said that I should do his funeral in front of 2,000 people meant nothing. And that's the way it is today. We don't take anybody's word anymore. We become a totally non-trusting people. I read a story, or I heard it on TV, I don't remember. A woman recently was called by her bank to discuss something regarding her finances, and the person on the phone, the banker, said, "Can you please first give me your maiden name so I can be sure that I am speaking to the right person?" And the woman replied, "Can you please tell me my maiden name so I can be sure that I am talking to my banker?" We're not sure of anything anymore. We've gone from Johnny Carson in the 1950s with "Who Do You Trust?" to our contemporary icon, a man by Tupac Shakur, a well-known rap singer who proclaimed the immortal words, "Don't trust nobody." You can find those words on the internet emblazoned on 40 different t-shirts and on soap dishes and on masks and on iPhone carriers. Don't trust nobody. It's a serious problem. In the Atlantic magazine, they had an article by David Brooks. David Brooks, who knows a thing or two about the contemporary condition, pointed out how dangerous it is to have so little trust in each other. We don't trust the Congress. We don't trust the president. We don't trust each other. And a nation can't survive that way. And I can prove it to you from this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion has that momentous time in history. The Jews are crossing the Red Sea, and Oz Yashir Moshe B'nai Israel. Then Moshe and the children of Israel sang this magnificent song of praise to the Almighty. But what's this Oz? Then? Why then? What happened that suddenly made them sing? And if you look at the previous words, you'll see that it says the Jews experienced the crossing of the sea, Vaya'aminu Baroshem uva Moshe Abdo. And they trusted in God and in Moshe, his servant. Then they sang. Only when there was trust in God and in the leader were the people able to sing. So how do we bring back that trust to America? Well, I've come up with one of two ways. One, I saw in a catalog a wristwatch lie detector. Listen to what it promised. Negotiators can use this watch in order to determine when the other side is really making its last offer. Purchasing agents can use it to confirm that it is in fact the last offer, that they're really getting the best price from their suppliers. Journalists can use it to evaluate the effectiveness of the information they receive. And then it gets really interesting. A wife can use it when a husband comes home late at night and says that he has been at a meeting. An employer can use it when he wants to find out if the salesman has been padding his expense account. Should I buy a watch that can do all those things for $79.95? I don't think so. I know a man who says he doesn't have to buy a lie detector. He married one. No, if we want to restore trust, I would take to heart the wisdom of Bruno Bettelheim. Bruno Bettelheim is a famous psychiatrist, and he said something that always fascinated me. He said that if we really want to learn from the animal kingdom, we oftentimes experiment on mice and on rats and on monkeys. He said we should do it with porcupines. Why with porcupines? Because porcupines have a problem. In the winter, they're cold, so they want to get close to each other. But when they get close to each other, they stick each other. And so then they recoil and don't want to have anything to do with each other. But then they get cold again. And then they have to go back and get close again. Bettelheim asks the question, how do porcupines make love? And he answered very carefully. How do we restore trust? Very slowly, very carefully, knowing at times we're going to get stuck, but there's no other way to live. So let's try it at home. And let's keep in mind the words of Ronald Reagan: trust, but verify. Shabbat Shalom.